Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Superstar PartyPlex. My name is 20 Crows on Trenchcoat, Crows for short, and today's FPS is Ghosts in the Machine. Today I'll be playing, well, everyone's favorite anxious arcade ghost, Ezra. Joining me today is a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Oh boy. My name is Zen, and today I will be reprising for the first time Amelia, the arcade ghost inside Nightlights.
Okay, so we open up on Ezra. You know, he's been having a rough while. um, and he remembers the one of the first things that he was told about when he came here. Ajax had mentioned another arcade ghost, Amelia, and this same ghost got mentioned by Kestrel in Where Problems Intersect, and I believe technically Amelia was also mentioned by, yeah, because Luke had handed Space Case the missing child poster for Amelia,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and she might have come up in Inspectoring, possibly.
Yes,
Maybe?
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ezra is finally going to go visit her. And should I roll something to find her cabinet?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking what it would be. It's a question of either if Ezra has seen the cabinet before, maybe history to remember where it was.
Bride of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, so history. Sorry, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just
Hmm.
okay.
That's good.
Okay. 18 plus 5, that is 23.
Yeah,
I'd say that
with a 23, I think it's pretty memorable, the location of the other haunted arcade cabinet that you have heard so much about.
mm, yeah, he is going to head over to the area where he saw it, aka the area where he learned he could go through walls.
Ooh boy. Yeah, 'cause it's I think tucked in a back room under Ajax's protection.
Yeah, gonna do an Arcana check to see if the bit happens.
Yeah.
Okay, the bit does not happen. Um, yeah, he just phases through the wall and it's tucked into a corner. Well, he's seen where the
I don't
cabinet is
remember.
before. I'll just roll. Hmm?
I wasn't saying anything.
Okay. I'll just roll perception or something? Question mark.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is a dirty 20, I think. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'd
I
say
guess
it's not hard to spot. Like in the back room, I imagine some of these machines are turned off or unplugged, and this one is very much still lit up and maybe playing some of the music and stuff. Looks like a normal functional arcade cabinet.
yeah. Um Ezra will go over to it and I'm I'm trying to there's something on it that says like do not touch, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a note from Ajax like, don't bring this out on the show floor, don't try fixing it, leave it alone.
Yeah. And I think Ezra's just under his breath, like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna pull a Gary." That came through, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and decides to like starts the game, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, just like inserting a coin and hitting like player one start
Start.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hehehehe. Hmm. In that case, yeah. Uh, the game stops doing its like little demo mode that it does before someone starts it up, but before Ezra can start playing the game, there's a flash of light. And Ezra, you find yourself in a little. Let me double check the wiki. It's like the tower of a medieval castle. Uh, and the room seems fairly empty at the moment. Uh, Ajax, roll perception.
You,
Fuck!
Ezra?
Ezra!
Wrong gay technician.
To be
With
fair, I'm looking at the Nightlights wiki and
yeah,
Ajax
that's
was in
fair.
that one.
Yeah, I pulled up as well.
Our
Perception.
surprise
Oh.
guest, Doll, here to play Ajax, who snuck in after Ezra.
Oh, okay, so that is a perception. Okay, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Yeah, it is easy to tell for Ezra to tell that this is inside the game. The Nightlights cabinet was decorated with images of like castles and medieval knights, so this fits that theming. And also, you can tell that you are wearing a very different outfit than you were a moment ago that is glowing a bright blue. If you want to describe that for the recording.
It is a sort of trench coat with a bunch of pockets on it, a purple scarf,
Mm,
um, that I imagine has some.
it's blue, probably.
Right.
It
I'm
is.
sorry. I'm looking at the reference. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I
Um.
asked about colors because it is very monochromatic when you go into this world. Each person
Yeah.
is one color.
Right. Uh. A very dark blue. Sort of infinity scarf. I guess I don't know what to call that.
Mhm.
Um. A dark blue trench coat with like the lining being very light blue. Um. Some what seems to be like the best way I could describe it is a I'm pretty sure it's described as a peasant's shirt on the Hero Forge. And some pants with a large thing wrapped around the waist and some traveler's boots, I believe. Yeah. Technically thief's boots, but that's not important.
Mhm.
And also a set of goggles. Because what's an
Yeah.
artificer without goggles?
Not as cool, that's for sure.
Exactly. That's why I included them in my Ren Fair costume.
Mhm. Yeah. So sort of a traveler vibes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yay.
Originally there were potions tied on because technically
That's
an
fun.
alchemist.
Yeah. Mhm. So yeah, if Ezra wants to react at all to this circumstances before I shake things up.
Yeah, Ezra is just like, what the fuck? This is this is just the game. This doesn't happen in my cabinet. Question mark? What the fuck? Yeah, just
Yes.
concern and surprise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not how it works at all for Ezra. Uh and du-du-du. Yeah, after a moment taking in his surroundings and sort of being a bit surprised, Ezra hears a voice that announces level 1, and then suddenly is not so alone in the tower as they were a moment ago. And in fact, there
Oh no.
are rather a lot of slime monsters in here now.
Oh no. Uh, he just feels around, trying to figure out. Those are. What the fuck is that? I I think he's gonna like try to see if he's actually able to go through the floor. Um, because those are slime monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
They sure
no.
are. Nothing gets past Ezra.
God fucking damn it. Give this man a break.
Oh, you can roll Arcana to try and phase through the floor.
I will. Okay, that's an 18. Thank God.
Yeah, as the first of the many slimes start slowly inching towards Ezra, he manages to phase through the floor and then falls a little bit and lands on a spiral staircase a few feet down. Mm-hmm. That leads
I was gonna make
down
a
the
joke.
rest of the tower. What?
I was gonna make a joke.
We'll make the joke then.
Robert Wright core. It was right there. It was right there.
Well, hopefully Ezra's not falling down the stairs. He just landed on them.
Hopefully.
If you want to roll a dex save.
I will. Okay, 16. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he catches his footing, and now he is standing on staircase that leads down from the tower to the rest of the castle. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can see if there are any more uh enemies that could appear the on the stairway or like any traps. Actually, do I have magic that can do that? I do not. So perception. That's a fail. That is an 8.
No, it looks
Oh,
clear to you.
oh boy.
You don't see any slimes out here or traps out here. It's just a staircase.
It's just a staircase. So he'll head down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can head down the stairs without incident, and you find yourself in a fairly sparsely furnished and decorated medieval style castle. Uh, you can roll perception.
I will. That is a 17.
17. Yeah, you can hear sort of distantly what sounds like uh, a dog barking and then someone talking. So, someone else who's here. You can guess who that is.
I can. I think Ezra will go towards the talking and just be like, "Hello?"
Yeah, it's not super hard to find your way since there's not much here posing an obstacle to you. It's mostly empty hallways with the occasional like chest or like pixelated tapestry. Um and eventually you round a corner and you see a girl who's maybe like in the 10 to 12 age range and glowing yellow, dressed up in a dress with some armor and a sword strapped to her back, playing with a little robotic dog that's glowing white. And she looks up as you come in and is like, "Oh, it's been a while since anyone new came in here. Hi."
Hi. You're. Are you? I'm Ezra. Um.
Uh, okay. Hi, Ezra. I'm Amelia. And this is Sirius. She holds up the little robot puppy.
Hello. And like, just sort of looks at the little guy, the dog. Did you build the?
The dog? No, Ajax and Frankie built him.
I had words and lost them.
The curse.
The curse. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm friends. I'm a friend of Ajax and Kestrel.
Oh, yeah, he was here too.
Yeah. They mentioned you to me as we are in a similar situation. Not the same, but similar ones.
Hmm. She looks. She seems to be a little bit confused by that, as best you can tell with, like, a visor hiding half her face. And she's like, what do you mean by that?
Um, I'm also attached to an arcade cabinet, and I'm a ghost.
Hmm.
Did that come through?
Yeah, it came through. I'm
Okay.
just like, how is she going to respond to this? I'm gonna. Hmm.
You could roll a wits save,
Yeah, that's
maybe.
what I was thinking. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, okay. How are you here if you're attached to another cabinet, though?
I have some freedom from my cabinet, and it's just sort of an anchor for my body. Um, I I think the way that it works is like essentially if I have a connection to a building, it gives me access inside and outside the cabinet. Um, but like if I'm not connected, I if I'm if I'm not connected to like a building or have like an electrical current running through my cabinet, I it's confusing.
Yeah, that sounds confusing.
Yeah, being a ghost is confusing.
Well, yours sounds more confusing than mine. I don't know how this works, but I'm just in here.
Mm. Uh, yeah, I yeah, it's I was about to say it's better than what the inside of my cabinet looks like. But like that's
Is the inside of his cabinet just void?
yes.
Yeah,
I've drawn the inside of his cabinet
I
before.
remember this.
Yeah, it's just a void of nothing.
And sometimes the presents.
Sometimes the eyes, yes. It's always nice to have a friend watching over you. Yeah.
Hmm. I think Amelia is going to be like, "Oh, what game are you in?"
Galaxy Invaders.
Hmm. Yeah, that does sound like it would be boring.
Oh, trust me, it is, and it's like it's not even like that fun of a game, man. It's just just moving and pressing a like uh I'm not a fan of the game. It's just the machine that essentially was what killed me.
Hmm. I feel like she grimaces a little and is like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
That's weird. I got killed by the rainbow rabbit, but I'm not haunting her.
Yeah. I technically was killed by my boss, but I'm not hunting him because he's not here. And I'm honestly glad I'm not haunting him. He's basically haunting me. He's not dead, but uh,
I'm just. Ezra's dumping all of his, like, terrible working situation drama onto this 12-year-old with a puppy.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know what to do with anything you're telling her
I'm
right now.
I'm sorry. Ezra, get a fucking therapist.
Mim will do anything except go to therapy.
I,
I feel like Amelia just like stares at him for a moment because she has no idea how to react to that, and then just holds Sirius up and is like, do you want to play with the puppy?
I'm rolling something. Sure. Uh he,
Mm. Yeah,
I,
Amelia sets the puppy down on the ground and is like, there's not really a lot to do around here outside of the game, but you can throw stuff and I'll fetch it.
yeah, I think Ezra will do his classic move when he's tossing stuff for puppies and will hmm I'm hoping it would still work. Summon a dancing light.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, and tosses it.
Mm. And Sirius goes running after it. And the pixelated Minecraft torch doesn't look so out of place here. A lot of the settings are kind of pixelated.
Yippee! Yeah.
And then the puppy runs back with the torch and deposits it at Ezra's feet, wagging its little tail.
Uh, well, I mean, Ezra's gonna toss it again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I feel like, well, I don't know how to talk to a how Ezra, you are too fucking
Mm-hmm.
cringe for this. um, how long have you been? I'm sorry if this is a question that you don't want to answer. You don't have to. How long have you been in here?
um, it's kind of hard to tell because there's not really any day and night and way to track the passage of time. It doesn't feel like very long though.
Could I roll history to see uh if Ezra could remember what the thing said?
The missing
The missing.
child poster? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a 8.
To be fair, I don't think it has a
That's like,
date on it. Oh wait, it does.
yeah, November something, I think.
January 12th.
So a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had at least one Halloween since then, so yeah, a while. And it's been a couple months since the events of the game Nightlights, at least a couple months, so
Yeah.
yeah, safe to say it's
Yeah.
been several months.
Mhm. Yeah. Time blindness from a cabinet. He's not gonna say that, but maybe. Would he?
You could roll a whiz save.
When in doubt, roll whiz. We're doing this Ezra style. That is a 1. Ezra is really bad at wisdom, despite the fact that he has a +2.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he wasn't, he wouldn't be into hairwire.
Yeah, I think he's just mumbles, "That's time blindness from being stuck inside for a while."
I think she, like, tilts her head at him quizzically.
It's probably been longer than you think. When I was still stuck inside my cabinet, I lost track of time. For me, it felt way longer than it actually was. Mm, yeah, it was a few months for me.
Well,
But
finish your thing.
I wasn't gonna.
Uh, you're ending it there? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's just 'cause your cabinet sucks. Nightlights is my favorite game. It's fun in here.
A mean child. I mean,
Maybe you can roll insight.
okay. Okay, that's a 15.
15. She genuinely did think the cabinet was fun at first, but she's a little bored of it now.
Uh,
And also, like, of course, time passes more slowly when you're doing something you don't want to be doing. That's what she meant by,
right. Boring.
yeah, saying Ezra's
Yeah.
cabinet sucked.
I mean, it's not like Ezra's gonna deny it.
Mm-hmm.
And also the fact that the cabinet did have a lot of problems. Um,
Mm-hmm. If it was in perfect working order, it wouldn't have killed him.
right. Like Mark had said, every damn time I ask you to fix that machine, there's always something new broken with it. It was not Ezra's fault that it sucked. I'm just specifying that.
Mm-hmm.
What would be most in character? He just sort of like gives a sort of "Are you sure?" like a genuine like. I'm trying to. What's the word? Not like suspicious, but like worried.
Doubtful?
Yeah, helpful. Like, oh, doubtful. Yeah, like, are you sure doing the same thing has been same thing for a while has been. Are you sure that you've been like having fun doing the same thing over and over again?
Well, it sounds better than your cabinet, at least.
I mean, yeah, but let's see. Okay, are you? Do you want to get out and like be outside of the cabinet?
Roll insight.
You got it. That is a 14.
Hmm. 14. As you ask this, she looks thoughtful, like she's considering it, but also like a little bit worried and scared. Uh, and what was it? Ezra asked, like, if she wanted to leave the cabinet.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think after thinking for a little bit, she's like, I, I mean, out there, I'm dead, so I don't know how that works.
What do you mean?
Like,
Like,
I died out there and then I woke up here.
and you'll still be able to come back here if you want to. Like, I can go into my cabinet and leave my cabinet. Sure, there's the radius, but it's not the. It's better than being stuck in the same place forever. And even if you're dead, people will still care about you. Mm. You'll meet people who will become your friends.
Mm, I met friends in here too, though.
Like, hold on, can I roll insight?
Mhm. Sure, yeah.
You are not rolling today. You are not rolling well today, dice. That is a 6.
Yeah. So I don't think you really get anything from her, but she says, like Frankie, she's my friend, and Ajax was nice, and I have Sirius now.
That's fair. Hmm. But, hmm. I mean, even outside of the cabinet, there'd still be them, and I'm pretty sure that Sirius would be able to come with.
He couldn't leave the cabinet the with Frankie and Ajax. I don't know why he'd be able to leave with me.
Would I be able to? Well, I'm an artificer. Would I be able to roll Arcana or something Arcana or animal handling to see, like, if this is a what the deal is with Sirius is?
Sure, but roll Arcana.
Okay. Okay, that is a 15.
15. Yeah. So Sirius looks like you can tell from looking him over. This is a little steel defender, at least that's the function of him. And he's a little robot. He was constructed, and taking a closer look, the materials he was constructed from look similar to the surroundings of the castle. So this puppy was made with stuff that came from inside the game. He is pure code,
Mm.
pretty much.
Hmm. I mean, he wants to help this kid out. Like, I mean, you'd still be able to go inside the cabinet and be be with Sirius. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it would work for you, though that may just, I'm not sure.
Hmm. I think she, like, looks up at him for a bit, and can she roll insight?
Uh, 4? What?
She's trying to figure out why he keeps pushing this line of. So maybe she'll just ask, like, why do you keep trying to convince me to leave the cabinet anyway?
I mean, it's speaking from my own experience, and I know, like, my cabinet was just a void, but doing the same thing over and over again, like, even if it originally starts out as being fun, is not, it's not going to remain fun. It'll sometimes feel like an obligation or a chore, but also there's probably people out here who miss you, like your parents, and I know they probably scratch the they probably part.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think, like, as Ezra says that, uh, hmm, how to word this? Amelia seems to freeze for a little bit,
Oh
uh,
no.
and then Ezra might notice, uh, little glowing golden tears leaking out from under her visor.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I don't really remember a lot from outside the cabinet. You just reminded me of my parents. I'd
Oh,
forgotten.
oh, oh no. Would You wanna. If it was possible, would you wanna talk to them?
Um, maybe they're gonna be so mad at me for going off with the rabbit lady and getting hurt.
They won't be mad at you. They'll have a lot of emotions, but I don't think they'll be mad at you. They'll be mad at Rara. And that's completely valid. I hate her so much. I said this to Frankie. I think that Rara should be hunted for sport. I would support if that was an event we held at the Plex, hunting her for sport.
Amelia starts giggling at that. And I feel like she wipes away her tears with one hand, and Sirius has climbed into her lap and she's petting the puppy with the other hand. Yeah, I would. Discord, can you recognize the fact that I'm talking? Uh, yeah, I'd like to turn the tables on her and see how she likes it.
Yeah, I hate her so much.
I think I hate her more.
And that is completely valid. Wanting to hurt the person who killed you is completely valid. You're allowed to be angry and yeah.
I don't think Amelia really has a response to that. She's just sitting there.
She doesn't have to respond.
Um, how did you get out of your cabinet?
Um, Ajax had plugged the cabinet back in after it had been unplugged for a while, and I just sort of popped out of there. My memory was so foggy, I didn't even realize I was at the Plex. And I, yeah, the electric connection had, yeah.
I think Amelia's like visibly nervous and holding on to Sirius with both hands and is like, I don't want to be unplugged for a while like that.
Because of Sirius? And that's completely valid. If so,
It
you don't
sounds
have to.
scary.
Being unplugged?
She nods.
It might be. For it, it is sometimes. the idea of being unplugged does seem scary, especially when inside of it. Um,
I'd rather stay here than do that. Did that come through?
it did, yes. Just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Insight? Am I okay to roll insight?
Sure, yeah.
Damn it, I switched the die. That's a 5.
Nope, Amelia just seems kind of scared.
Hmm. It's okay to be scared about what's out there and experiencing something scary that's I was gonna say human emotion, but they're technically tunes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how being a person works. You're gonna be scared, and that's okay.
I'm not gonna let you unplug me.
I'm not going to.
So I'm stuck in here.
Unless we. Hmm. I'm sure there are other ways to leave, but hmm. I'm trying to think.
I mean,
Huh.
I've tried beating the game before and that's never worked.
Could I do a history check to see if I know anything about like secret levels in the game?
Sure.
Okay, sweet. That is a 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Christ. Yeah,
I love
I
having
think you
proficiency in
succeed.
history.
Hmm.
History, my beloved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think there's a full-on secret level like a secret boss. There are some like little hidden items around the castle and maybe like a hidden little developer room. You could try doing something with that.
Hmm. Have you tried the dev room? That might have something in there that could help us. I don't know why I said us. Help you.
um hmm. Is that the weird room on the fourth floor?
Yes, I believe so. I think it's on the fourth floor. Yeah.
Um, I haven't really gone in there a lot. I guess we could try.
Yeah, let's go for it.
She stands up, carrying Sirius, and starts leading the way there. So, does Ajax unplug you every time you want to leave your machine, or?
No, that's that's not like how it works exactly. My cabinet stays plugged in because that gives me free access inside and outside of the cabinet. When it's unplugged, I can't. If I'm outside the cabinet when it's unplugged, it's not able to be accessed. Um, and if I'm inside the cabinet when it's unplugged, I can't leave. The best way to describe it is like a key, I guess.
So, how do you leave normally?
Mm, it's usually plugged in a maintenance room, and I sort of just hmm mechanics, man.
You're not really
uh
being very helpful.
I was trying to think of words. I'm trying to help. Uh, hmm.
She like looks Ezra over. Can she roll insight to just see the vibes of him?
Yeah,
11.
this is just a sopping wet man. I'm sorry. Like, you can tell he's trying his best.
She's like internally thinking, he must have been this sopping wet before he died too, right? 'Cause dying didn't make me or Frankie sopping wet and pathetic like that.
Yeah, he's always been this sopping wet.
Mm.
Dying just made him a little bit more
Threw another bucket of
soggy.
water on there.
Yeah.
I think she like gives him this long, hard, appraising stare, and then it turns into like a little bit of a pitying look, and then she looks back at the hallway and continues just walking.
What was the first look that she gave?
Appraising as she like read all this about him and was like trying to figure out if he was always this pathetic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he always has been.
Yep.
That's what getting bullied by your boss does to you. Uh,
And probably bullied by other people because
oh, yes.
he was not working his entire life. He had other people
Right.
besides his boss to bully him before that.
Yeah, like Max and Chad. Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys arrive at the dev room, which looks a bit trippy since you're already in the game. Dev rooms and pixel art games already look a bit weird and in 3D space. Uh, it's a bit pixely, a bit glitchy. There's like every item and every item in the game laid out on a table. Every monster in the game has their model standing motionless in like a line, and you can see like slimes and plant monsters and like a Lich King looking thing at the end. And I think Amelia's like, I don't like coming in here. I don't know how you think this will help, but
I mean, okay. It's just looking for any clues, I guess, that could possibly help. Like, if there's like, I think they're called like missing nose, like the purple and black checkered
that's very
thing.
Pokemon specific.
I don't know. That's what I know that they're called. I don't know. I didn't know that it was a Pokemon thing. It is?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can find anything that could possibly be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like this is a copy of everything that's in the game, just like motionless. Like, there's some various like power ups and extra lives, but if Amelia's been playing the game normally as she has, she would have had the chance to come across those, and they seem to have not been a help yet.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I'm not finding anything. Hmm.
Is there something you use to get in and out of your game? Like a
No,
key or.
no, there's not. Other than just the connection to electricity. And I don't want you to be worried about leaving the cabinet. Um, Ezra, you have a brain. You have like a +3 intelligence. Why are you not giving me anything? Help me out. Please, Ezra.
Mm-hmm. Uh, as I think about it, I'm like, I don't think she's tried to leave the castle via the doors to the castle. You could suggest something like that. She's tried beating the game, but
Yeah. Have you tried leaving?
I
Like,
I beat the game. That should do it,
that,
right?
have you tried going through the doors?
Um,
It's,
no. I don't know what's out there.
are you willing to find out? Did that come through?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
just like thinking it over for a bit. Yeah, but if there's monsters out there, they're eating you first.
That is completely valid. I have little to no fighting experience.
Probably a good thing you didn't wind up in this game then.
Yeah, I've also played the game a few times and I am not very good at this style of games in general.
Hmm. She's just giving you like another pitying look. Like,
Being bullied by a child.
hmm. Yeah, but you admitted you can't play this game that she said was her favorite, and she's a child and you're a grown adult. So,
Grown ass man.
hmm, get good. Hmm.
Uh, that just puts the stupid fucking thought of Amelia just like making adults rage at like uh fighting games like Royale games, I guess. Yeah.
She like gives Ezra that look for a moment and then looks away and is like, "Alright, let's go try the doors." And she will lead the way back down to the first floor to where the front doors are.
Huzzah.
Hmm. And then
Yeah,
sort of stops looking at these big, heavy wooden front doors.
should I roll a strength check? Or athletics? It's
Mm.
the same. It's +1.
You can roll if you want to, but I don't think Ezra's going to be able to open these doors.
Okay.
Hmm.
Probably not. That's 13.
Yeah, no, Ezra, they're not budging. And I think, Amelia, like, pets Sirius and then sets him down on the floor and then goes over, uh, to push the doors open. Uh, and instead of, you know, seeing, like, whatever would be beyond the doors, there's another flash of light, and Ezra, you're back in the real world outside the cabinet in your normal outfit. Do you
What
want to
the
roll perception?
I will. That is a perception is +4, so that is an 18.
18. Yeah. You pretty quickly notice as you look around the room a bright yellow glow. Or not terribly bright, but a yellow glow coming from elsewhere in the room, and look over and see uh Amelia looking a lot like she did in the game. Uh with a yellow glow and a little pixely effect around her. And slightly translucent.
You okay?
Um, I think so. She's kind of like looking herself over. I Yeah, I think I'm fine. And then she looks around the rest of the room and sees the cabinet and is like, okay, so that's how it works.
Yeah. Uh, you're able to go in and out as you please. There's maybe a radius. I mean, there is for my cabinet. but you're able to go around. And is there anything you want to do now that you're out?
Um, hmm. She looks a bit. Roll insight.
You got it. That is a 20, not natural.
Oh boy, dirty 20. Yeah. She looks a bit overwhelmed and uh confused and still like she doesn't fully recognize, well, she doesn't recognize this room. It's a back room. She never would have been here as a guest. And she doesn't quite know what to do out here. Like you can tell she still has like her memories of the partyplex are still kind of foggy.
Do
Um,
you just want to? Oh, sorry.
no, you go first.
Do you just want to sit down and chill, I guess?
Uh, I guess so. Um, yeah, she sits down on the floor and is kind of looking around like this is the back room Ajax talked about, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the back rooms. The back rooms?
Oh boy, I hope we don't no clip out of here.
Oh god! Oh, sorry for bumping my mic.
I don't think I've ever seen it back here before.
Yeah. When I first came in, and it might take a little while for you to have your memories be fully clear. And that's just what happens sometimes.
She nods. Um, how long did it take you to remember everything?
It took a couple, I'm gonna say weeks, because
Time is fuzzy
technic
here.
yeah, and also technically what triggered you know, memories was seeing Ryland's corpse.
Oh god.
Like, I remember that's what canonized, like, this guy has been to the Plex before and loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, he is not going to bring up that. Um, but yeah, he'll say it's takes a little while, not too much time. I'd say a few weeks at, yeah, like a few weeks.
She nods. That's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah.
She's kind of fidgeting with like the hem of her skirt. Um,
What's up?
thanks for helping me get out of there.
Of course.
It
Do
feels.
you need anything?
Sorry.
Sorry, I was saying, do you need anything? Are you okay? Just-
Mm, I don't think so. It
okay.
feels weird out here.
Yeah, it will. It'll take some getting used to, but eventually it'll feel as normal as it can be.
Yeah, I. I guess that's as good as it gets now, huh?
It'll get better in some ways. Some ways it'll be weird, but it takes learning. I mean, hey, you can, I mean, you might be able to go through walls, which is a plus sometimes.
I think she looks up at that. That's caught her attention. And she's like, "Can you do that?"
Mhm. And he will walk through the wall. I'm gonna make an arcana check. Please, dice, don't do the bit.
It would be
Okay, hey,
so fucking funny if he just walked straight into the door and, like, banged his head right now.
do we want to fudge it for that?
If you. I'll leave it up
Because
to you. You
I
rolled what?
rolled a 19, but
Oh
I do
boy.
think it would be a little bit funny.
I mean, you could always say he runs into it first and then passes through it on the second try with that dice roll.
Yeah. He's just like, sorry.
I think Amelia laughs at that, seeing him run into the wall.
Yeah, Ezra tries again and successfully goes through the wall and then walks back through and is just like does little jazz hands, I guess.
Yeah. I think also like the glow from Amelia is brighter now from when she started laughing.
Oh,
Can you teach me to do that?
yeah. Um, I did not have a good teacher who I'm trying to think of like the best way to Ezra, why did you have to learn how to do this from hair wire?
Amelia has is standing up and sort of like bouncing excitedly in place.
You sort of have to not think about doing it, I guess. Like you have to it takes some practice, but I'm probably not the best teacher for this, but I can try. And I don't know how to explain walking through a wall. Um,
Is that you or
that was
Ezra saying
me.
that?
That
Yeah.
was me.
Like, my thought would be like, just keep walking like the wall isn't there.
Yeah, like don't think too hard about walking through. Um, the wall is not there. Pretend like the wall isn't there. Okay. And he just sort of shows, let me make sure that he shows correctly. He does. um, and just sort of gestures for Amelia to try.
Yeah, which she will. She's got a nothing to Arcana, so let's see. Nat
Oh shit!
20!
Nat 20! Hell yeah!
Mhm. Yeah, Ezra gestures for Amelia to try, and she kind of like nods and strides confidently towards the wall and goes right through on the first try.
Ezra is impressed. It because it did not happen first try with him. He just was sort of face planted against the glass the first time, I think.
Yup.
No-
He got shoved against walls quite a few times before he could do it consistently.
Man, Ezra's just loved getting. Never mind.
I know what you are.
Handy somewhere. I think Ezra is being a freak.
Mhm. Meanwhile, do you want to go after Amelia?
Yeah, Ezra will. Ezra will not.
You could just use the door.
Yeah, Ezra will use the door.
Mhm. And Amelia is standing on the other side of the wall, looking out at the arcade, which is, dark and full of glowing lights. And looking at it, you can roll insight.
I will. I will not. That's a 5.
Oh.
We can fudge it. It's an FPS.
Yeah, if you want
If
to roll that one again, and there's a bare minimum, I'll give you even if it sucks
okay.
again.
Okay, that's a 10, I think. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
10.
well, it's not bad. Uh, yeah, she seems to be looking out at the arcade, kind of fondly. She's a little overwhelmed by it, but overall seems to be having a positive reaction. Uh, Whether that's because she remembers this place or because it's similar to sort of the aesthetic inside Nightlights. You're not sure. Maybe both.
Excited?
Mm.
Happy about all this?
Uh, Maybe not all of it, but that was cool walking through the wall like that.
Yeah, it's it's pretty fun. Being able to do that.
Yeah.
Uh, trying to think of what else I can do that would be fun to show you. Hmm. I don't think he's gonna show Amelia the rat room.
Valid. You have not yet gauged this child's opinion on rats.
Right.
I mean, there doesn't have to be a lot more. This.
Right. Yeah, they could just walk around and Ezra can help Amelia get used to her new surroundings and we can pan out on that.
Yeah. She is
The
out of.
child
The child is
is no
loose.
in the PartyPlex.
Hmm. She's gonna go find Frankie at some point soon.
Hell yeah. The child has been freed.
What terrors will she bring upon the Rainbow Rabbit?
Hopefully lots.
Yeah. But that will be for another day.
For another day.
Yay. Well, this was nice.
Yeah. They have finally met and
And the child is
uh
loose.
the child is loose. Yes. This was amazing. Um yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining me.
Thank you, and
And
thanks to all our listeners in the future.
yep. Bye.
Bye.